welcome once again to Oscar Ntsinzi Football. This is where we discuss anything to do with soccer from Africa to the world and from the world to Africa. Well, 5 things we can actually take out from the Sundowns Richards Bay game before the big second leg semi-final against Yanga on Friday night. Number 1, I think it is safe to say that Richards Bay are going to the first division. I don't see these guys surviving this. At this stage of the season, yes, you're playing Mamelodi Sundowns. What is the fear of you losing the game 3, 4, 5-0? Just throw your heart over the bar and actually go for it. Your plan is just to sit back, a low block, and hope for a counter, and we did not see that at all. I actually see Cape Town Spurs probably finishing 15th, but Richards Bay, how things are looking at this point in time, it's not looking good for Villarreal. These guys are going down. Point number 2. 11 changes were expected for Mamelodi Sundowns after that first leg in Benjamin Mkapa Stadium in Tanzania. So now, out of all the 11 changes that were made, did any of those starters actually raise their hand and actually bring a question mark for Rulani Mukwena? I think it was a boring first half. Really, none of those players can actually take the first 11 of the players who started in Tanzania. Very disappointed with the likes of Sipumbule. I don't know if this guy is doing this for vibes. Is he aware that he's playing for Mamelodi Sundowns and there are actually better players ahead of him? And someone must just remind Sipumbule that he's not at some Phillies games. And I really didn't see anyone who raised his hand in that first 11 for the game that's coming up Friday night. Point number 3, the 3 M's: Mandieta, Mayema, and Mabena. These were the game changers for Mamelodi Sundowns. The Argentinian, we know, is feisty. He's brave. He's got a big heart. Mabena, fearless. He was really taking those players on, trying to break that double wall at the back, spreading them across. Mayema, you could see the old Mayema with those passes, spraying passes, the short passes, and it's good to see that Rulani Mukwena has got some valuable quality players on the bench for Friday night. I'm expecting at least these 3 players to make the bench Friday night. And point number 4, everyone, it's almost like predictable now that everyone knows that Mamelodi Sundowns, they will come through the middle. They'll try to break all the walls through the middle. Maybe a surprise element would be to play maybe someone big, someone who is not scared to attack those crosses. He might not be the tallest, but someone closer to Eshalulile. Maybe inform a Ribeiro, not actually to be scared to attack those crosses with his head. Maybe it's time actually for Rulani Mukwena to use the width. I know he said he hates it, and but if we're not winning through the middle, go wide. I know that the cross came from Kolisava on that half space. Maybe we should do something similar Friday night against Yanga. It is expected that the Yanga, if they defended at home, there will be no difference coming to this game, and they will be getting their better players who were out injured, or I'm not sure if it was injuries or it was just suspensions, so they will be back Friday night, and I'm expecting a very good game. if Sundowns scores in the first 15 minutes, it's going to be a very, very interesting game. Maybe a different approach from Mamelodi Sundowns, show a bit of, sense of agency that we're not winning the tie. I mean, it's still a draw. A 0-0 draw takes us to the quarter, to the extra time. Any score draw where both teams scores, that means that Mamelodi Sundowns is out via the away goal rule. The very last point on these 5 points we can actually take out from or things we learned on this game between Sundowns and Richards Bay. My man of the match, I will definitely give it to Obas. Obas had a good game, and actually he raised his hand, considering that we will not have Bongani Zungu in the upcoming game against Yanga Friday night. Obas can actually fill in that position. It's going to be interesting how Rulani Mukwena is going to approach this big game. But Obas played a key role against Richards Bay, and it was good also to see Mvala coming back. Will also be instrumental. We also now have news that Lebrusa is also out for, I think, a month, 4 weeks. So Obas is our man of the match, or my man of the match. At least I know Mkhulise, second half, had a better performance, showed a bit of sense of agency. So an interesting tie. Richards Bay came to defend and hope to go home with a draw, which was obviously going to be helpful for them because they are fighting a relegation. But a last minute goal for Mandieta actually is a big positive boost for the boys, considering that a big group which started in Tanzania was not playing in this game. So it's actually good for them to win. So Mandieta, I'm expecting to see him on the bench. I'm expecting to see Mabena, Mayema, Obas at least maybe to start, Mvala. So we it's going to be an interesting one Friday. I'm just happy that this game we are done and over with. I mean, we're the only side that was playing immediately after the first legs. None of the other side are playing before the second leg. Only Mamelodi Sundowns. I'm not sure if it is the club's duty to apply for postponement with our league, or the league are the ones who offer for postponements. I'm not sure how these things work, but it actually does not make sense. And I don't want to even be political about this, but it is what it is. We are the ones that chose this journey of CAF Champions League. Therefore, we have to face all the music, every negative, every challenge that comes with traveling up and down and the congestion of fixtures. Yes, I do go by the name of Skanse Football. I discuss anything to do with soccer from Africa to the world. If you're seeing my face and this content for the first time, do smash that like button. This actually helps this type of content reach like-minded people like you who stop by. Do comment. What did you think about the game between Sundowns and Richards Bay? What was special? Were you also bored by teams that approach Sundowns with that serious low block? What was the highlight for you? I think there's nothing as sweet as a last-minute winner. It actually feels the same like the goal that was scored by that lanky striker from is it Uruguay or what, against Highlands Park some years ago. Scored a last minute winner. So the victory is always sweet when you get that last minute winner. Do subscribe, do share on all your socials, your WhatsApp groups, your Facebook, Instagram. Share with your friends, your family, your football circle, and I do appreciate when you comment, and then I intend to improve with every episode. And yeah, man, I am back. Thank you so much for staying this long with me.